I'm gonna try to be straightforward on this video. We all aspire something, we all desire to be or accomplish something, and by a consequence of that, we all have people that motivate us. And you know, today, in social media, it's so easy to get motivated. It's so easy to see a new video, to see a new person, to see a nice quote, and just feel like you can conquer the whole world. You know, it ignites the fire, it makes you take action, and that's great. That's really powerful. That is amazing. But then you face a challenge, you face a rejection. You know, things are not going the way you want it to go. And then you stop for maybe 1 week, 2, a month, 3 months. And then you see another video and you see another phrase and you get motivated and then you face a challenge. And the whole process starts over and over and over again, and you got trapped on the same cycle. But I genuinely believe that having a model or a reference is way deeper than pure drive and motivation. You know, take Arnold Schwarzenegger, for example. I bet that at this point everyone watched his documentary about his life. And at some point at his career, he wanted to be that big action movie star, like Greg Park, another bodybuilder that inspired him in the past. So he went on 1969, he did his first movie, Hercules, and he failed. Of course, he failed because being a big guy on the screens wasn't that big of a deal in the 70s, but also, let's not lie, he was awful in acting and his English was a crap. And the proof is, for the next 5 years, he never received a contract for doing any other movie. He wasn't as good as Greg Park. He couldn't do what Greg Park did. And this is where a reference is important. Greg Park was a reference to Arnold. You know, was not the guy for him to use and say, oh, it worked out for him because he was in a different time and right now big guys are not a success on the screen, so that's why it's not working out for me. No, but Greg was a way for him to identify where he needed to improve, thinking, okay, so I need to speak English as good or better than him. I need to act as good or better than him. Having a reference is one of the best ways to know what you need to achieve your goals. You know, if you want to be an entrepreneur, look up for Steve Jobs, look up for Elon Musk, look up for the guys who made it there. If you want to be an athlete, you look up for Jordan, you train 2 extra times compared to the other athletes in the same sport that you're playing. Of course, some will have a better starting point than you had, but it's not about the starting point. It's about the finish line and the way to get there. It's about knowing that there is a path, that it's possible, that it's achievable. It's figuring out where to improve, how to improve, what you need to start doing and what you need to quit doing. Now, it's also important for you to acknowledge the difference between a model and a reference. So take Arnold or any other person that you can think about. They should always be your reference, not your model. Why? Because they are people and people make mistakes. You know, you should create a route based on their reference. You should learn their skills, but you should learn with their mistakes too. You should learn how to not repeat their mistakes because you will have to deal with your own mistakes. And that's why the only person you should always take as a model is Jesus. For you to be extraordinary in this world of ordinariness is neither simple or easy. That's why you gotta be strong. You gotta believe in your ability to improve. You gotta use those references for your growth, not for pure motivation. You know, write down that list of the 3 people that got there. What do they have in common? What worked the best for them? What they have that you need to learn to get there? It's about meticulously planning your own journey into your desire and what you aspire to do or you aspire to accomplish. Because if you wanted it bad enough, there's nothing that is going to stop you from getting there.